Mission Monday update. My name is Sue Roskopf. We are here every Monday night at 6:30 p.m. Central to find out all the latest and greatest of what is going on in the world of Project Die Hard. There's been a lot. There's been a lot this last month. There's a lot still coming up. And who better to give us all those updates than our founder and president of Project Die Hard, Brian Gibson. So, Brian, come on in, and I'm excited to hear what's happening. How are you tonight?
Oh, we're hanging in there. Wife hasn't let me turn on the heater yet.
Oh man, ours has been on for a while already.
Yeah, well, compared to where you live and to where I live, big difference. Okay, there's a big difference. But yeah, on that, it's starting to get chilly down here. This is why people need to give that $22 a month, because we got a propane tank that needs refilled. Just putting that out there. All right, let me go to here. And we're going to spend a little bit different time. Okay, we're both on the screen. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about this one. Hashtag check your vet. Sue actually came up with that check your vet thing. And that's what made this an annual thing we're going to start pushing around the holiday season. Why is that? Sue, would you enlighten people why we're doing this?
Because unfortunately, this is what is called the holiday spike. And that phrase kind of makes me twinge just a little bit. Holiday spike, you would think is a good thing. But in this case, no, this is not a good thing, because we are talking about veteran suicide. And unfortunately, during this holiday time, that is when there tends to be, statistically, it has been that there is a spike in suicides at this time of year, which is a horrible thought, but it's an unfortunate fact. So that is where this comes in. Check on your vets. Any vet you know, check on them. That's why I love what you put together here. You want to bounce it back to you?
Yeah, look. Even little cartoon pictures for our Marine Corps veterans.
Ooh.
Okay. Texting is good, right? But a text is a text. A phone call is better because you get to hear a voice. Now with FaceTime and all that, you can combine two with one. But the best way you can do this and help the most is face to face. Yes, some people, especially veterans, find the holidays difficult. Okay, this is why we're saying check your vet. Check everybody. Make sure everybody's okay, but veterans make up over half of every suicide in the nation, so check your vet. All right. Our needs by December 31st. We need 22 monthly patrons at $22 a month to keep our outreach programs operating. What is our outreach program? Our fellowship breakfast. We are on track for over 500 veterans this year to receive fellowship support and a free meal.
That is worth repeating. Say that again.
We're on track. It all depends what happens on December 4th. If that number goes up. But still, it's $22 a month from 22 people. keeps that program going. Yes, we've had some great patrons that have stepped up and covered. But folks, they can't do that every month. So it's up to everybody. We need 67 monthly patrons at $22 a month to cover the operating cost of the mission. Primarily, that's the utilities at Forward Operating Base Rush. Okay? The electric bill, the water bill, the trash bill, the propane bill, folks, you just don't understand what it takes to do this. Okay? Our patrons want to be volunteers. They do. But it's too far to travel, or they don't have the time, but they still want to help. That's where our patrons come in. They are the ones that have a heart for a veteran and says, look, man, I'm covered up, but here's my $22 a month. Okay. Remember, only the best will do for those we serve. We need more volunteers to grow this mission, expand our outreach programs. That's the whole gist here, folks. You want us to do more, then step up. We need help. What's coming up to bring hope to heroes and to save veterans' lives? There it is. Our next fellowship breakfast, December 4, 2024 in Paducah, Kentucky at the IHOP. Veterans find fellowship, support, and a free meal. This is what you're helping to build. This is just, we want to put this in every IHOP in the nation, but we can't until we have the resources. What more can I say? Together, everyone accomplishes more. The Veteran Social Summit. It's December 4th and 5th. It's a virtual event. More information will be posted onto our social media starting tonight and then running. But Maxwell Soaps and 10th Mountain Recruiting are putting on this event. They're both part of our community support program. They're members, right? They're proving that teamwork makes the dream work, okay? And that when veterans work together, more is going to get done. And then on the 9th, this is going to be a big one right here, right? I can't wait for this. I mean, I know Susan and Kurt are looking forward to having John on. I mean, this is a big thing for us. Tune in on that day. I mean, you might learn something, about building your business stronger, about starting a business. This is part of our mission. Giving veterans hope, working with what we have. This is what we have, so this is what we're going to do. A big update for our ministry partner, Global Vision Bible Church. They had some things, but they're moving to their new location. Instead of a tent, it's going to be in a building. Okay, they are veteran friendly, right? it's a place, guys, you can get to go and worship and find hope. Rolls back to that face-to-face is the best way. Don't forget these things here, folks. No leader has or ever will receive a salary. You become a patron, you earn the right to visit any event or facility we sponsor. You are bringing hope to heroes in saving veterans' lives. You are supporting our outreach programs and our facility. You're growing God's kingdom. The goal is 90% for hope, 10% for needs. Find us, like us. If you're watching this on YouTube or any of our channels, share it. Tell people about it. Well, that's about it. Short, sweet, to the point. But I want to go back to our slide deck a little bit. And before the show, we were talking about the message I got. How come you're not doing a Thanksgiving Day meal at your facility? Do you want to answer that?
Gladly. So you know what that takes, right? I love where the question is coming from, because somebody cares, somebody's hoping to have something provided, and that's great. We're not there at this moment. That takes volunteers, that takes time, that takes the money resource in order for that to happen. So if that is something that people want to see happen, please join us and help us to make that happen in the future. It's not going to happen this year, right?
No.
I would sure hope that is, I think it's a great goal, but that, yeah, there's other priorities right now. Resources are limited. Got to keep the lights on. So we got to get the basics taken care of and the commitments that are already in place. Get the fellowship breakfast is only a week away. So that is huge. If that is something that people are interested in, is the Thanksgiving idea, just hang on to that thought. Thanksgiving doesn't have to just be one day. Come and join us at IHOP the following Wednesday, and we can celebrate and give thanks at that point together.
Oh, of course. But let's get these 90 patrons, folks. Look, we get the 90 patrons by the end of 2024. That covers everything. So we don't have to sit there and pound the pavement every month, turn on the lights. Okay, 2025 is shaping up to be a great year. But until we get these basics covered, we can't even. We love the ideas. I keep them in a folder here on the computer. Yeah, would I love to have to worry about cranberry sauce and mashed potatoes? Did they pull the turkeys out of the freezer at the fob? I mean,
that'd be such a great problem.
Yeah, I would love to have that problem. I would love to have that problem.
And in time, it'll come. When we are at that point, especially when we have people that are actually staying on site, once the remodel is finished and we have people there, that would make a lot of sense to be able to do something at that point. So let's make that happen. I think that would be, can you imagine if that was next Thanksgiving, that's where we are?
That would be par excellent.
It'd be so great.
But see, we have a licensed kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
We have a room people can eat in. We have a room people can meet in. But we don't have the volunteers, and we don't have the money to buy the food. Okay. But that rolls into Luke 3:11. You got two coats, you share it. How many times did we put out there? If you are anywhere around Southern Illinois, Carbondale area, and you want to do something for veterans, but you need a venue, reach out. Reach out. You got the great idea. Person that want to do Thanksgiving, reach out. We can't do it. I'll give you the facilities to do it.
It's a great idea. It's a wonderful idea. I think that would be so wonderful. But that's exactly it. Where we need to bring more people in. So I know whoever it was that had that idea, please join the team. Help us out. Help us to make that happen. Because it's a great idea. It's not that we're brushing it off. It literally is, what can we do right now? And that's a little beyond our reach at this moment. But I sure hope it's within our reach in the near future. That's absolutely a fair thing. So that's where it goes back to the donations. We're looking for patrons. Who do you know that can be a patron at $22 a month? Is that something that whoever's listening to this, can you do that? Who do you know that would be interested in doing that? It's not a huge ask. It really isn't.
73 cents a day.
73 cents a day. That's less than a family going to Culver's or McDonald's, or it's like, it's not that much. So really, the difference that would make is huge. When I think about those that are tuning in and understanding what Project Die Hard is, if you can find that bit that would be extra that you're able to pitch in, even if it's, maybe you can do 44 a month, maybe you can do 66. There's no cap on this.
There's no cap. Okay. If you can do $10 a month,
every bit makes a difference.
Every bit helps. It doesn't go into people's wallets. It doesn't go into wasted things. Okay. We've been financially transparent since day one. Anybody at any time can request our financial records. Since 2018, we've had one person request our records. They were told how to do it, and then we never heard from them again.
I would take it they were satisfied with what they saw. I would love for that person to come on back and join the party here. Help pitch in. You obviously had an interest.
No, look, I don't think they had an interest. I think they wanted to see if what I said was real.
Pretty sure they found out it was. Truth doesn't lie. Truth is what it is. It's just truth. And we are here to make a difference. We're here to do good things for our vets. And that takes more than a couple people to make that happen. We've got big goals here.
Hey, look, it's not goals. It's the plan.
Plans. We have big plans here.
Oh, look who's in the wings.
Oh my gosh. I think I know him.
You might.
I'm going to go ahead and bring him on in here. Another one of our ambassadors is joining us. Hey, Kurt, how you doing?
Doing good. Yeah, we had a little bit of banter about the show over at the H&P posting parties. So
excellent.
So we're getting a little buzz.
Well, hopefully some of them are hopping over here and joining us. Because I don't know, you missed the conversation we were having. We had the individual ask, how come we're not doing a fellowship or a Thanksgiving meal at Bob Rush?
It's all down to the dollar. Got to have the budget for it, right?
We got to have the budget and we got to have the volunteers.
Yep. Yeah,
That's
so
what,
sounds like a great 2025 objective. That's a good idea. 2025, let's do it.
yeah, I'm all for it.
There we go.
Who's going to step up and head it up?
That's what I'm thinking. Who's listening to this that is grab it now, claim it yours.
Yeah, look, put it in the comment. Thanksgiving 2025 Bob Rush meal. Claim it. Claim it. Come on, guys. Claim it. I'm not seeing it in the comments.
I'm gonna ask the question right out in the comments.
Yeah, who's going to do it?
And if you're not the one that's going to do it, how can you help us open the doors to meeting more people, play that 6 degrees of separation that we can reach enough people that somebody's going to be doing it. And we'll have a big team, a big Turkey Day team.
Okay, guys, look, you've seen our hashtags out there, right? PDH Pray. That's the first thing we ask for. Pray. If that's all you can do, thank you and God bless. Share. PDH share. Share the mission. Share this, whether you're watching it in replay or here live. Share it. Before the show, we were having a nice little discussion that if you can take the time to write that nice long comment criticizing us, it takes less time to share this mission than to write that comment.
There's this nice little button on there that says share. Hit that button and boop, off it goes. Super easy. Whether you're in Facebook or YouTube or wherever you're catching this, it's really easy to do that. And actually, in YouTube, you can share it to all your social media platforms. From there, it's got a nice, easy way to just hit the share button, and you're able to take it over to Facebook. You can take it to LinkedIn. You can take it to X. You can take... There's stuff on there I don't even know. So get the word out. It's so easy.
Well, Kurt was just in the World of Ability posting party.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key to success with this mission. Sharing it out, posting it out. Folks, I will never spend money on advertising.
We are word of mouth.
How it works. I would much rather buy breakfast for veterans than pay for advertising.
100%.
But until people grasp the idea that by sharing this mission, you're going to help us find the person and or people with the time, talent, or resources that can really, really help.
Yeah, the people that we need are out there. They just haven't heard about us yet. So help make that happen. Whoever's listening, if you don't know what to do yourself, literally just hit that share button. Talk about it with somebody. Share it on your social media, because that's what it takes. We need to get the word out so that Project Die Hard is a household word across the country, so that people know what we are, know why we're here, and can get behind it and help. Everybody can do something. Everyone.
Well, we know it works. Let's look at Brandy and, well, that Saturday. We know it works.
An amazing concert supporting this mission on the other side of the country, all the way over in Seattle, Washington. It was way far away, but it's still.
But
for this,
we didn't initiate that contact. Somebody told somebody, and they reached out and said, "We want you to be our charity." You think I'm going to say no?
It's so awesome.
If you want to hold an event for Project Die Hard, reach out. Reach out.
Love it. Love it.
And part of that is that, you know, that band performs anyway. So all they did is, instead of just saying they're just going to have another night of performance, that they were doing some good with us, to say that they were going to do some good with the veterans. So really everybody out there with all events, if you're doing events, whether it's a golf outing or whatever it is, even if you have a golf league or bowling league or whatever it is, what about teaming up with us here and do some good while you're having your fun?
Again, yes, there's no drugs or alcohol allowed in our mission. These nice shirts everybody's wearing that says Project Die Hard on it, if you're wearing one of those, they don't partake. If your venue does that, that's fine. I'm not a snob. Okay?
I've never taken you to be a snob.
Everybody's like, well, because there's no drugs or alcohol.
It's a standard.
Yeah, that's on our properties.
Yeah.
That are sponsored events. If you're holding an event for our mission, I'm not telling you how to hold your event. If you're wearing Die Hard stuff, and no, you don't partake.
Pretty simple.
That rolls into PDH volunteer. We need boots on the ground. We need boots on the ground. That's what our volunteers are, the muscle behind this mission. We will never go to our volunteers and say, you must do this. I don't do that to volunteers. I ask, can you do this? You say no, I don't have a heartache, do I? No, I don't. But when you say yes, okay, thank you, God bless, what do you need from me? It's your show. But we need boots on ground. Kurt and Sue, they do great stuff, but they got full-time gigs. I know what Sue does. I'm not too sure about Kurt, but
he's doing good everywhere.
Well, I know you you work at a university in a lab. I've never really got out of Kurt where he works. Kind of reminds me of those alphabet soup people I worked with while in the Army.
Alphabet soup. Mm.
Yeah, the DEA, CIA, DOD.
I should have seen that coming.
That's what we called them. Alphabet soup. They had their little compound, right, that we weren't allowed into. And that's where all the alphabet soup people win.
So many thoughts.
Alphabet soup's pretty tasty, so I'll take that as a compliment.
Okay.
the best part of that, then, man. Hey, he is the eternal optimist. He will see the good in all. So that's what that just was.
Okay. I see the good in all. The sermon this Sunday at church, they literally ask, people ask me, when things go wrong, you don't get upset. Why should I? What does getting upset mean? Right? What does it mean? Nothing. It's all God's will anyway. That was God saying, no, you didn't need that to happen in your ministry, in your mission. Okay.
It's those phrases that you hear, pray as if it's all up to God and then work as if it's all up to you. That means something. And actually the whole idea of following your gut, following your intuition, whatever you want to call that, you know what that is? That's God giving you some direction. If this feels right and you're going in a direction that you should be going in,
it's going to be hard.
Nobody ever said things would be easy. There's a reason for that. You got to get to the other side of whatever that challenge is, because there's something bigger and better waiting for you there. And you need this experience to teach you things so that you can handle the next thing that God's got for you.
Again, at the time I was going through my life, having to zip up body bags and having to see what I've seen and do what I've had to do, I didn't understand why I had to go through this. It was my duty, yes, but I didn't understand the why behind it. And then when I got to that most dark place where it almost ended my life, I look back now and I know why I had to go through all that. Because of what I'm doing right now. I don't have all the answers. I'm not going to lie. That's why I have Sue, Kurt, Christy, Dave, Ronald. God tells me to seek wisdom. Scripture tells me to do that. So I did. And God sent me these people.
There's times where your head's spinning around going, why these people? But no, we're all here for a reason. Everybody brings a talent, a skill, a something. Whatever my strength is, it's different from yours. It's different from Kurt's. It's different from Christy's. We all have our own strengths that we're bringing to the table and doing what we can with what we can do. And that's what that phrase that I've heard how many times, teamwork makes the dream work. That's where the teamwork comes in. And that's where there's more people out there that need to join our team, because we've got gaps in what we're able to do. But there's somebody out there that is built for filling those gaps.
It is, but everybody goes, so what do you need? I need you to fill out this application. Because then you're going to tell me what you want to do, what you're good at. Then I can put you into contact with the person that handles that. And then you can have fun and enjoy and really take pleasure in helping. Because if you want me to tell you what I need you to do, I got a list longer than both my arms.
realistically, it's like, what do we need? On my mind is like, well, what don't we need? There are so many pieces. If you understand what the group here is working towards, there are so many things that I can't even imagine a person stepping forward and not having a fit some way, somehow within what's happening here.
I mean, yeah, look, Kurt even got a place.
I didn't realize I showed up for my roasting tonight. Wow. The thing that I want to look at is, if we understand what the calling is here with Forward Operating Base Rush, and, I described it to somebody today to, think of it just the start as a retreat for veterans to go off to McCann, Illinois, and, have a way to get their life aligned the way that they need. And that we got a capital campaign going on to do the remodeling so that we have an overnight stay, so that whatever nights they need, from a night to a year and everything. And just imagine, when they're staying at Forward Operating Base Rush, I've described hospitals as kind of a community in its own, because they have the clergy there to help that way. They have obviously the medical and the food service, and you have the shopping, you've got everything. You can vote from there, whatever it is. You can do everything you need in life at a hospital. And that's the calling here for Forward Operating Base Rush. When it's Haven of Love, I'm trying to remember, is it a road? Haven of Love Road? Is that the address?
Haven of Love Drive.
Haven of Love Drive. That's it. It's a haven. It's a haven for veterans, haven of love. And so no matter what your walk of life is, I used to work at a golf course, and, in the golf course business, we would see people from all walks of life. And we're just talking about a game, a game of golf. And people came, and it was like a community of its own, at our golf course. And to me, I look at that's what's in front of us at Forward Operating Base Rush. We are building that community experience at a secluded place. So that's where people might have a little tough time grasping this. Like, how can you in such a secluded place provide such a community response? And it's by having everybody on the ready, like a Minuteman service, or, like available on the minute. Like, I think of Sue and I were EMTs, you were a medic or whatever, but you dial 911 and boom, all of a sudden what you need is, coming your way for what you need. And that's what we're,
resource partners.
Yeah. Resource partners. Exactly. And the volunteer base is a part of that too, because like I talked about, I came from the golf interests. Who knows that I might be striking up a conversation maybe with a veteran about maybe they love the game of golf. So right. That's where it takes everybody to respond, to be available. And if you just tell us what you're about, that's you as a human resource. A human resource partner is a volunteer.
That's a human resource partner, a volunteer. Okay. As I've been saying, look, you got a voice. It might be the voice that veteran's been waiting for their whole life to hear. I don't know. You don't know. Volunteer. Let's find out. Okay.
When we put our minds together, we don't just add, we multiply. It's not that the three minds here are 1 + 1 + 1. To me, that it takes it to be a multiplication factor of how quickly things
the whole
and benefit and pool and exactly.
The leadership team each one has a diehard email. Okay. I get crazy ideas at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't bug these people at that time. They're civilians. They don't know. Okay. But I got these little yellow notepads all around the house. And when I get enough stuff together, I put it all on an email and go, this is what I'm thinking. And then everybody responds with their thoughts. And that forms the whole picture. See how that works?
Yeah, it's called discernment.
That's a long word.
What's that?
That's a long word.
Right back to the alphabet soup here.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, I was taught that in youth ministry. The lady that ran youth ministry, she taught us as youth how to discern, and prayerfully so, and to get together as youth in ministry and to gather together and be fashioned in a way to do our creator's work, and so everybody has that wisdom to share and everybody plays a role in his plan, and it takes everybody coming together and to fully express and to fully organize it and to fully look at it and pray over it. What is he trying to tell us, and to come together to say this is what he wills us to do. And we were taught that as teenagers.
Yeah. Look, guys. When I say we're building the kingdom, we are building the kingdom. Okay. Ministry partners. Need a lot more of them. Dave handles the ministry aspect. He handles the day-to-day thing. But every once in a while, I'll throw Dave into a group text with some other prominent pastors I know, that when it goes into what is God trying to tell me here? And that's discussions I have offline from way wiser men than me.
Yeah, we've all got our own experience, and the more we can pool our experience, because none of us live long enough to experience all the things ourselves. So that's where we gain wisdom from others, because other people have been through things that we haven't. You've been through things I haven't been through. I've been through things that you have no idea of. That's what brings. That's where there's so much strength in that teamwork, because we all bring something to the table that's of massive value.
Again, folks, if you hate me, I'm sorry.
So wait, what? If anybody hates you, send them my way. But finish your thought. Sorry, I couldn't leave that one go.
No, the song, I do the Jesus way. If you cuss me, I'll forgive you. You hate me, I'll pray for you. I was in this discussion yesterday at church with an elder. Well, I heard some people say that you don't listen to people. How about this? You want me to hear your voice? Show me that I need to listen to you.
And a thing that crosses my mind is perhaps you did listen, but just maybe didn't agree with that. I mean, it's kind of like the whole idea of Thanksgiving meal. We hear you. Whoever's idea that is, we hear you loud and clear. But just because we can't move on that right now doesn't mean we didn't listen.
And it doesn't mean that we don't do anything for veterans.
Right.
Because we're not doing it your way doesn't mean that we're not doing nothing.
Right.
If you want to get into the nitty gritty of the day-to-day operations, volunteer at projectdiehard.org. I have no qualms about delegating. My team knows the calls I get. They keep begging for me to forward this number to them, but I won't. Why, Susan? We had this discussion.
Because you don't want me to have to deal with some of the things that you are hearing and dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
And quite frankly, I appreciate that because, again, that goes to life experience. What you've seen, what you've heard, what you've dealt with is different.
I can relate.
Yeah.
I can relate to my brother and sister talking about the firefight. Talking about losing a brother or a sister. Because I've been there. I know it's going to be okay. Because I'm still here. I get to impart that on them. But there's some stuff that I hear that I don't want my team to hear about. Because, well, that rolls back to that one deployment where my wife's coworker asked, "Why did your husband volunteer to go back over?" Because I have the nightmares and I don't want some 18-year-old kid to have them.
People don't realize what our military does for us. I mean, they know, they think they know. They don't know. Nobody knows unless you're there. I mean, I don't know. I think I know more than some, and that's still not saying.
Until you put boots on ground and lived it, there's no way I can explain it to you.
Nope.
What is war? Long, long hours of sheer boredom, interrupted by brief moments of sheer terror.
Mm-hmm. Wrap your head around that. That's a tough one. I mean, I can appreciate you saying that. That makes absolute sense. I have not experienced it.
No. But that's war in a nutshell.
Yeah.
That's war in a nutshell. Everything's nice and calm until it's not. And then it's pandemonium. Dogs and cats getting married and who knows what's going on.
Oh, boy.
And it's a true adage. When the first shot is fired, all the plans you had go out the window. That's why don't think that us veterans don't know what we're doing, because we thrive in those chaotic situations.
You've been trained to deal with those chaotic situations. Absolutely on purpose for a reason.
Yeah. We just do it a little bit differently.
I mean, we were EMTs at one time, so we experienced a specific training for that specific purpose. And that took me outside of my comfort zone at times because, you know, you drive up to the next scene. You don't know what you got. You have an idea, but you don't know till you walk in the door or walk up to whatever's happening. You don't know what you got, and you got to figure it out and do the best you can with what you got. And
Right.
that's it. You just got to do the best you can.
Just like I taught my young medics, I don't care what's going on around you. You are calm, cool, and collected. Everybody's like, what? Yeah. My medics, I don't care if the world's ending around you. You are calm, cool, and collected. Because if you're worried, the person you're working on is worried.
Yeah, that is in line with somebody who had trained us. I don't even remember who told us this at this time now. It's been too many years. But the idea of when you arrive on the scene, just remember, it's their emergency, not yours. You're there to help.
Mm-hmm.
It's someone with fight for life experience. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of our trainers at our fire department. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bullets can be flying around you. You're the medic. You're helping somebody. You have to be in control.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea is also not to make an emergency situation worse, because you're getting into your own frantic state, and then you're making it worse by, you know, adding injuries, or they teach you not to become the patient.
Not become the patient.
It's like, what good are you if all of a sudden you're laying down needing medical care?
Hence, that's why I always dress like my infantry dudes. Okay? It was like, well, why don't you wear the big white armband with the medic symbol? And no. Terrorists don't follow the laws of war.
Right.
That kind of looks like a target, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Kind of, sorta, maybe.
Sort of.
And they may be terrorists, but they know you take out the medic and the other guys around aren't that brave.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're getting to the end, aren't we?
We are. And, you know, with this being Thanksgiving week, I'm thinking, I know we always end with sharing a word of hope. I'm wondering if we want to share a word of hope and something in line with the theme of Thanksgiving. If there's, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where you want to.
Yeah. Okay, look, real simple. I'll start this.
Awesome.
I am thankful for all the veterans, my brothers and sisters out there that are still here with us. I am thankful for everybody that has helped this mission. I am thankful to my wife, my kids, to you guys. I'm thankful all the time. I'm thankful to God every day. Always be thankful. Give praise every day. You can have the worst day in your life. It's all according to God. Give him praise. Brothers and sisters, don't give up. I hear you. I'm doing the best I can with what I got. I know what you need, and we will get it. But hang in there. Next.
Kurt, you want to go next?
Sure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, well, I am thankful for a friend that a couple of years ago ran that Facebook Live that got me connected to Brian. That little surprise moment, like, oh, you mean I can't keep blabbering on? There's someone else. Who is it? Oh, all right, I'll stop blabbing. All right, what does he got to say? And then for the hour conversation we had after that, Brian, and to have this privilege to do something in, you know, a civilian mode and in claiming no way to relate, you know, to what all of you who have served our country and all of you out there serving now. You know, because it's been said many times, everything we do in the United States of America is made possible by those serving and those who have served, and all the sacrifices a country built literally on blood, sweat, and tears. And, you know, so I do take very seriously when we're here combating veteran suicide by spreading hope to veterans. You know, I want to really provide everything I can. And when I'm out there telling people that I'm an ambassador here with Project iHeart, I give great thanks to the positive responses, you know, even if it's, you know, just all lip service and, you know, just talking and, you know, heartfelt exchange or whatever. And it doesn't really transcend into something where I know how that's bringing our mission forward, just planting those seeds of greatness. I'm just ever so optimistic that a couple of years of work, and as things keep growing and whatever, you know, somebody out there is going to be like, oh yeah, that's what that Kurt Roskopf guy was talking about a couple of years ago, you know, and then it comes around. So everybody's got their own seasons, their own timing, their own place in the master plan. And I'm thankful that we made it this far, and that we're far enough along that I can be as optimistic as I am, you know, as close to 2025, but we've got to make it through the next 5 weeks first. So the next week, 2, 3, and 4, that I've got some capacity to serve towards that. I'm very thankful. Sue, over to you.
Awesome. Yeah, this is a great week. This is can't believe we're coming to the end of November already. I am thankful for all the things that have come down this whole year. I look back at all of the amazing things, all the veterans that have participated in the breakfasts across this year. We're this close to hitting 500. You know, if you were in the Paducah, Kentucky area, help us get over that magic number. I would love to see us blow 500 out of the water and have served that many veterans before the year's done. So come on down next Wednesday, not a week from Wednesday. I shouldn't say next. Not the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, the one after that. It's always the first Wednesday of the month. So first Wednesday of the month, show up at the IHOP in Paducah, Kentucky. I am very thankful that exists. That is perfect. And for those that want to see this happen elsewhere, join the effort. Let us know. Let's see what we can do to spread that around. And if you're looking for something to keep you going here a little bit as the holiday time is coming, I actually was looking through a stack of books I have, and I was starting to chuckle a little bit when I realized the kind of theme I've gathered over years of what I've got. So live and learn and pass it on. Don't sweat the small stuff. This one says with your family. Hugs for friends. Make today count. Let's see. God's little instruction book. Great attitudes. Life's missing instruction manual. Cut the crap and resolve your problems. It can be all sorts of different ways to look at. It's like gratitude finder, being thankful, even like a little flip calendar where you have a different verse, a different thought every day. You can look forward to the next one. There's also, I'm looking at like half of these I haven't read yet. I still need to do that. Join me in that. There's so many great ways, simple ways to have something to look forward to. Some of these are just one phrase a day. Let's see. Actually, you know what? Today is November 25th. I'm going to read whatever is on today to close us out. What magic is happening for a couple days too far? November 25th. Your life may be the only Bible another might read. live it well. Wow. How's that for deep thoughts? Your life may be the only Bible another might read. Live it well. So with that, that one gave me goosebumps. All right. So we are here every Monday night at 6:30 p.m. Central for Project Die Hard Mission Monday update. Come join us. Join the team. Join us as a patron. Join us at IHOP on the first Wednesday of the month. Please figure out what it is that you see in this mission as well, where you can personally attach yourself to it. I found a piece. I've actually found a few pieces, and I love it. This is a great, great, great group with a great mission, and we're going places. Join us. Please consider where you are. Where is your piece? Let's have a conversation. See right there, Susan? Email me, susan@projectdiehard.org. Let's connect and see where we can go together. With that, we look forward to seeing you again next